Hello Leo, this is your monthly horoscope for August 2017 with me, Lada from astrology.com, and this is your month, of course, August, and this can be a life-changing month for so many Leos because there is one of the biggest eclipses, total solar eclipse in the sign of Leo. Of course, not all Leos will be directly affected. Some of them might just feel that something is changing but not immediately see the results. But Leos that are born in the last, I would say, 5 degrees will definitely have life transforming influences for them. What does it mean? People that are born, and there are 2 eclipses actually. One is in Aquarius, the other one is in Leo. One is on the 7th of August. That's my dad's birthday actually, so there is a lunar eclipse on his birthday, and that indicates that and it's happening, Leo, in your 7th house, the lunar eclipse. And 7th house is other people, your spouse, your marriage partner, your business partner, someone very close to you. There might have to be some kind of a separation and letting go of that, because this lunar eclipse in Aquarius is caused by the south node, and the south node is about letting go, it's about releasing. It's about releasing patterns, unhealthy patterns in relationships and attachments, or it might be literally releasing someone from your life, saying goodbye to a partner, saying goodbye to an important person in your life, or important client of some sort, someone that you communicate on a personal one-to-one basis, or some relationships that you have to release. Especially you can feel that very strongly if you are born around the 15th degree, because the eclipse is happening around the 15th degree, which means people born around the 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th of August, or those who have their ascendant or their moon in Leo around the 15th degree, which means from the 10th till the 20th degree in Leo. Very likely they will have to release something. It just comes to its full manifestation and it cannot go further anymore. Full moon is about something, the most it can grow, and it's with the south node, and you see, okay, it's given its full potential, it cannot give anymore, so I'm releasing it now. You know, it's given me whatever it's given me, and it's connected to whether business partnership, personal partnerships of some sort. So be prepared for that. Okay, and then the other eclipse, Leos, is on the 21st of August, and its effect will be felt for 6 months after that, especially powerfully the first 40 days after the eclipse. And it's happening at the 28th degree of Leo, which means that if you're born with ascendants on the moon from around 24 to around 30 degrees in Leo, 24 to 30 degrees in Leo. Like I have my moon at 24 degrees, 25 degrees in Leo. So the eclipse directly affects my moon, which can be the mother, which can be my home, which can mean relocation, which can mean change of family, big, because eclipse, the solar eclipse is about, this one in particular is about totally new beginnings, because it's the sun and moon together, mother and father joining to create new life, but in a bit more shocking way, in a bit of a way that shakes us up, and they bring fated events, such that are karmically contracted for us, such that our soul agreed to, and they can be a bit shocking and big changes, even if it's good big changes, like relocating, like changing your career, like marriage, divorce, birth of a child, conception. These are the big events in life that are preset already before our soul comes. They always shake us up a bit. They always make us fearful. Even great news like, oh, we're pregnant, oh my God, what are we gonna do? You know, it's great news, but you know, or we're changing careers. Yes, it's exciting, but you're so scared. What is it going to be like on the new place? And especially if you're not prepared for it, it can come out like a shock. So Leo's powerful new beginnings in your life, but beginnings that bring gains, that bring something new into your life, because Rahu, the north node of the moon, the planet where you take, you know, the south node is with the other eclipse in your 7th house, which is you let go of something. The north node is with this eclipse in your own sign, which means something will personally empower you. Your own personal actions will create a big change that will be gainful for you, for the overall direction in your life. And let's see who is going to be most affected? Of course, people that are from 25, 24 degrees Leo, Sun, Moon, or Ascendant. Check out the planetary detail table on my birth chart calculator. If you have Sun, Moon, or Ascendant in those degrees, till the 30th degree of Leo, especially the 28th degree. And basically also people who are born around, you know, the, what is it, around 17th, 18th, 19th, 20th, 21st, 22nd, 23rd of August. Especially on the 21st of August, when it's the eclipse. If the eclipse is happening on your birthday, guys, or 2-3 days before, 2-3 days after, it's affecting you. Those Leos born with the sun there, around those days, it's indicative of a brand new beginning in your whole life. It might be a brand new career. The sun often indicates one's career. It might be a brand new direction in your over the next 6 months in your life. It might be a new beginning in a different country, a new beginning in a totally different end of the world. It might be a new beginning with important male figures in your life, because the sun symbolizes fathers, the father, bosses, your husband. But this might be shocking, this might be surprising. In the worst case scenario, eclipses can even lead, even this solar eclipse can lead to, that's very few cases. I mean, probably 0.1%, but it can lead to a person, you know, important male figure, like they have to be cautious, to guard their heart, to guard their health. If it's the sun you have there, it's your own health you have to be careful about. I remember when there was an eclipse on my sun, 2 eclipses actually happened within 1 year. I was constantly sick. I had a sore throat all the time. And you as Leos, you have to guard especially your blood pressure and your heart. But generally the sun is the life, so make sure that, especially a week before the solar eclipse and a week after the solar eclipse, that you don't indulge too much, whether it's a moon, sun, or ascendant. They three are responsible for your health. Don't indulge too much. Try to pray, surround yourself, be more spiritual, be more forgiving and kind, because in extreme cases, eclipse can lead to some health problems, or, you know, God forbid, something more. But generally they indicate, in most case scenarios, a big new beginning in your life, because it's like a life and a death and a new rebirth. So it's not necessarily real death. It's very rarely this is the case, you know. Of course, those things also exist. I don't want to say anything, but usually it's some new birth, mini death and birth in our personal life that's happening when an eclipse happens in our own sign, very close to our sun, moon, or ascendant. And that is going to lead you to be more of who you are meant to be, because the Rahu is the progress of the soul in this lifetime, what the soul really needs and wants to experience in order to mature and to evolve spiritually. And Rahu gives material manifestation in a powerful way, and material benefits as well. So something will lead you to a new beginning, guys, in your life. If you have planets there, sun, moon, or ascendant in the last 5 degrees of Leo, that will make you have a very fast forward move ahead in life. But again, just be more cautious about your health always. For younger people, it might be like springing into a new career, springing into a new fame, for example. For some people, it can indicate fame that comes to you. They say when there is an eclipse on your sun, you know, the ancient texts say you can become like a king over the next 6 months, which means fame and wealth, and especially if it's within 1-2 degrees. But be prepared that something in regards to your career, to your general direction in your life will change. Those big, huge shifts, you know. But also surround yourself, protect yourself, because the light is hidden. For a few minutes during the solar eclipse, the light, which is protection from above, is hidden, because it's weakened. The protective systems around us is weakened, so our, how do I say, so things can be reprogrammed within us, and so we can change and move in a different direction. And by the way, the whole month is fantastic for new beginnings for you guys. Why is that? Because the sun and Mars are in your sign Leo. the whole of August, which means you're very proactive, very initiative. And it's best to start them after the solar eclipse. Don't start anything 2-3 days before the solar eclipse and 2-3 days after the solar eclipse, because the energy is too unstable around solar eclipses. You know, there is like reprogramming of everything, like this machinery of the clicking and clacking, and the energy is so chaotic then. But definitely I'm sure you'll get so many new inspirations coming to you for a new beginning, for a new direction in your life, and you'll be active, you'll be physically, you might feel a little bit more irritable as well, because Mars is in your sign, Leo, and Mars is the planet of initiative, assertive. You're gonna be very assertive, you're gonna shine in some way. The sun is also in your sign, but you're gonna be also more easily provoked, and you might be also the agent provocateur for others, pressing their buttons in a less sensitive way, just wanting to go for your goal and just trudging through and don't caring, without caring what if you hurt others in the process. But you know, sometimes we really need to push forward in order to blaze new trails, so to speak, and we need that energy. It can be used for it can be utilized very usefully, the Mars energy. But again, you feel a bit more stressed, a bit more nervous, a bit more excitable, and if you have some very physically demanding activities, this can help you. If you have some activity or some project that requires a lot of your energy, a lot of your input, that can help you a lot as well. If you have no goal and something to work hard on with the Sun and Mars, the masculine energy, you can just feel a bit more frustrated and restless, and they can push you into starting something new. Okay, so what else is happening? Mercury is going retrograde, guys, into your second house. The whole August will be there in your second house, and a big part also of September, which means you're revising your resources and your finances. You maybe some financial mistakes you made in the past, or something to do with possessions and resources that you did in the past. Some mistakes will come to the surface, so you revise them and change them. Or you might have, for example, to reorganize something with your finances, whether it's move money from one bank to another, you know, or to shuffle something. It's your business, for example. If you're making clothes, the resources, so the materials that you have, you know, or if you're a painter, it's the paints you have, or if you're ice cream maker, it's the milk and the sugar, you know, these are the resources. So you might have to make some changes there, because retrograde planets are about some omissions that we have to correct to make better. And maybe to source out different, to make plan B and C in regards to those resources. And in regards to your personal money, don't take risks with your finances now. You know, while Mercury is retrograde from the 13th of August, 111, good sign. I just looked at my phone. So it's very likely this Mercury retrograde will be more positive for you. In regards to finances, you can become more efficient, more organized with your budget, with your resources, with your material possessions. You can, for example, re-examine your wardrobe and clear it up, because Virgo is about cleansing. Virgo is about getting rid of the unnecessary and efficiency, you know, and order and organization. And it's your second house of resources and possessions, and Mercury going there retrograde will throw out some things that you no longer need. Reorganize your wardrobe. Put order, you know, in your resources, in your money, in your possessions of some sort. You also can get something returned to you. You might find something that you've lost, Mercury retrograde, your second house. Something that is owned to you, like money, or say you've borrowed a dress to someone or whatever, can be returned to you. Or you might be working very hard in reorganizing your resources and your finances in such a way that it will bring you more material resources later on. After you see the results when Mercury starts moving direct, maybe by the end of September. You have to work hard on something which creates more wealth, which creates more personal security and financial stability with you. But while Mercury is retrograde, the energy is a bit destabilized, so don't take risk with your resources. Or maybe a project can come to you, some opportunity that you've thought about before that never materialized fully before, and it comes back to you now, which can bring you more money or more financial stability. And while Mercury is retrograde, you can take it up. You know, that's good to do when Mercury is retrograde, but not start totally new financial transactions that are risky as well. More like perfect, tune, improve. There might be some important conversations as well. Mercury's communications regarding resources, money, some important negotiations in regards to supplies, in regards to resources and money, and some you might have to make new agreements or re-agree on contracts that involve resources, money of some sort, or supplies of some sort, to make it more balanced for both sides. So yes, financial changes, and of course the eclipses really totally create the biggest influence on Leo this month. What an eventful and exciting month for Leos, guys. And you might even have Venus in Leo. If it's in from 25 to 30 degrees in Leo, this can indicate the start of the meeting of over the next 4 or 5 months, or even close to the eclipse, meeting of a fated life partner. It can indicate marriage, or if you are in an unhappy marriage, it can indicate the end of a marriage and the beginning of a new relationship. So stay tuned. I'm looking forward to see what you write, what's happening on your eclipse. Protect yourself around the eclipses 2 or 3 days before and after. Don't indulge too much, but be ready for beginnings, new beginnings. Thank you.